am in utter shock. The Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 trailer is phenomenal, and I found 10 crazy secrets in there that I can't wait to share with you guys. Even as I was just writing them down, I got so hyped, dude. So let's enjoy my live bonkers reaction to the trailer, and then we'll jump straight into them. Alright, this is gonna be good. I'm excited. Let's see. Whoa. Fire? Lots of fire? The hell is that? What is that? Play care. Interesting. That's the play care. Lots of fire in the play care. Perfectly normal. Ah, this is what we've seen in those teasers. Okay. It's very I was gonna say domestic, but that's pretty... Oh, Jesus. This is so scary. And we saw this teaser as well. Time for bed. With a purple bird, like my theory. And the phone from Project Playtime. What is the meaning behind all of this? Oh my god. Oh, what does that sound? There's words on the wall. And there was someone there in the corner. I live to serve our angel of salvation. What? Oh my god, this is turning into a proper horror game. Excuse me? Was that Mr. Huggy Wuggy? Ah, the prototype. That's the prototype. Followers of the path. What? Oh my god, look at the hand. Whoa. Oh my god, this is actually terrifying. It breathes out the red dust. Holy crap. A jump scare in the teaser trailer? Jesus. Okay. Alright. That was like Five Nights at Freddy's level scary. Okay, let's go. I think there's a lot to unpack here, and I've already got a few secrets in mind. Let's go. Alright, let's go through these fast because there's so many I want to talk about. At number 1, we've got the secret image. The literal first frame of the trailer. There's a secret image hiding in there. It's black and white and a little bit distorted, but one thing you can make out is the gas mask. In the teaser trailer number 1, that's when we first saw the gas mask. So we know it's a symbol of Chapter 3, with its purpose not fully found out yet. But there's more to this image than meets the eye. There's actually scattered letters all over the place. And in the short time that the trailer's been out, there's already been some theories on what those letters make up. The best one I've seen is if you follow the letters in a zigzag, down then up, down then up. That creates the word spectromitus, when translated from Latin to English makes ghostly. Now I've got a million theories on what that could possibly mean for the chapter, but we've got more secrets to talk about, so on to detail number 2, the Decapitation Ritual. You would have probably noticed that you saw none of the mascots or even toys with heads in this trailer. It seems like they've all been ripped off. Even the little stickers that are on these portraits, they're all missing their heads. I believe this is part of some ritual that the monster of this chapter is performing. I mean, the only time we see a head is this one impaled on a stick. Our boy Huggy Wuggy got done dirty, but they even did it to a mascot that we haven't even seen before. When we see this toy Huggy right at the beginning, there's also this teddy bear over here, obviously with no head, and then we also see this toy on the stickers with no head as well. From what I can see is this little puppy guy. You know, the one we see on the posters in Project Playtime. In a weird way, they've introduced a new mascot to us and also shown how they're going to be treated. But it's clear that anything mascot related is going to get its head ripped off. Anyway, on to detail number 3. The children are being abused. Now, some people may think that this monster is the protector of the children in the play care, but based on some of these drawings and photos, you can see that the children are actually already in a state of despair. I mean, look at the black circles under this kid's eyes. And then this drawing saying he gives me nightmares, referring to the monster of this chapter. Whatever's happening, these orphans are being tormented, and their photos and pictures are crying out for help. Anyway, on to detail number 4. All the writing on the wall is from the monster. Based on these messages on the wall, we can see that the monster is obsessed with the prototype. Our biggest clue coming from this writing on the wall. The original saved me. The original referring to the prototype, being the original mascot. And I rejoice in him. Obviously meaning that he puts full faith in the prototype, proving that the big brains behind all of this is still the prototype. We're also given a clue right at the end of the scene, where we can see a claw hand of the monster scratching on the wall, proving that these scratch marks are made by no one else other than the monster. Anyway, on to detail number 5, that's not the prototype. This scene over here shows us an amalgamation of things. It's clearly an effigy of some kind, and we've already talked about the ritual-like aspect of this trailer, and the monster's obsession with the prototype. So this is just a symbol or icon showing what the prototype might look like, created by the monster. We can even see the outlines of heads from the Decapitation Ritual. I believe this is some sort of offering that the monster is creating for the prototype. It's clear this is also meant to be a representation of the prototype because of what we know of it so far. Remember Mommy Longlegs? He'll make me part of him. We know that the prototype is an amalgamation of things, especially mascots. So the monster that's doing its bidding is trying to help it. And what better way to help it than to rip apart other mascots and give it to him? And this effigy is a representation of those things being amalgamated. But it gives us a pretty good indication of what the prototype will actually look like in the end. A whole hunk of junk junk. Anyway, on to detail number 6. Remember the writing on the wall by the monster? There was one word that made absolutely no sense. Well, it made sense, but not a lot of people knew what it meant. Somniferous, which means to induce sleep. So now when we look at it, my somniferous flock, kinda like my sleepy flock. Now I've theorized about this time and time again, but I believe the red gas has something to do with the flock of children going to sleep. It's a sleeping gas, and that's why we'll need the gas mask so that we don't fall asleep when traversing through the gas. But honestly, this is just a segue onto the next detail. Detail number 7, the monster makes the gas. This blew my mind. We've done so much theorizing over the past year on what the red gas is, where it comes from, what it does, and I think we know all of those things except for one thing: who's producing it. And now we have the answer. It's the monster. Instead of a dragon that breathes out fire, it breathes out the red poppy gas. It's a method it uses to put the children to sleep that it's taken care of in Playcare, and that's how it dominates control of this location. I think originally this monster was someone that worked in Playcare. As part of working in Playcare, there was bedtime for children, and the Playcare attendants would try and put the children to sleep. This person that may have now become this monster has materialized its own power to put the children to sleep, but it's just in the form of breathing out the red poppy gas, which is a reference to the My Somniferous Flock sentence we saw before. God damn, it's all coming together. This is so crazy. And this is another segue onto the next detail. Detail number 8, the Hour of Joy. We see here, never forget the Hour of Joy. And in the previous teaser, rejoice in the Hour of Joy. What could this reference to the Hour of Joy possibly mean? I think I have a feeling I know what it is. I think it's nap time. I think once a day there's an hour of joy where the children have to go to sleep. And now that nap time comes from the monster, which puts them to sleep using the red gas. And I have a feeling if you're not asleep in that hour of joy, you die. But other than that, I have no idea what that could possibly mean. It's clearly a really important detail for chapter 3, and we'll only find out when it comes out. But if I'm right, you all owe me $1. Anyway, on to detail number 9. The monster is a swappable. Remember PJ Pugapillar? It was 2 animals mashed together. I have a feeling this monster is going to be 2 animals mashed together as well. We've seen so many signs that it's a bird-like monster. You can see wings in the pictures, you can see claws over here, and then we see its face. I'm not gonna lie, this kind of looks like PJ Pugapillar's face as well, but you know, less details. But it definitely doesn't look like a bird's face. So whatever it is, it's gonna be a mixture of 2 things. One thing's for sure, the mixture is gonna make a terrifying creature, but I have a big feeling that the majority of the monster is gonna be bird-like. And I don't think the face is actually gonna be PJ Pugapillar, but it's gonna follow that same level of eeriness that he has. I mean, what do you think is gonna be? We kind of just see its face, but not really. Anyway, on to detail number 10, the ARG. In the last frame of the trailer, you see this very faintly, poppyplaytime.org. Go to poppyplaytime.org and it takes you to this screen. And guess what? You get given the password to log in as well. Once you log in, it looks like an old Windows XP computer, and you're able to click on some of these things. But you can't get far without some more passwords. And Leith Pierre's password doesn't work further than this. So honestly, just follow Sheep Rampage for this one. He's gonna dive deep into this stuff, and he's so good at it. Personally, I'm a big fan of his. And if you're a fan of mine, show some love for Sheep Rampage in the comments below, because I'm gonna be watching closely to see what this ARG means, because I know I can't figure it out. Anyway, see you later everybody, and here's a reminder, face reveal soon at 1 million. Goodbye.